Welcome to Geography Nut. We are so excited to explore the world with you. We already looked at three other United States territory: Puerto Rico, Northern Mariana Island, and Guam. Today, we are going to look at the fourth one. But before we go there, please subscribe and click the bell button. It will mean the world to me. And it will let me know that you guys are listening. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. And it will help you learn the world that we live in. Today we are going to look at US Virgin Islands. United States Virgin Island is an exotic group of islands with beautiful sandy beaches and turquoise blue waters. No wonder why it got the nickname America's Paradise. United States Virgin Island is located in the Caribbean Sea just south of Puerto Rico, a short flight from continental US. There is also a British Virgin Island. All of these islands are in the same archipelago, but politically they are separate. United States Virgin Islands capital is Charlotte Amalie. It is located in St. Thomas Island. The city is named after a queen of Denmark and Norway in the mid-1600s. The city is famous for its deep water harbor. It was once a haven for pirates, and now it is one of the busiest port of call for cruise ships in the Caribbean. Almost 19,000 people call this city home. And it's not that big. The area is just over 3 square kilometers. This is the flag of United States Virgin Island. It has a simplified version of the coat of arms of the United States between the letters V and I for Virgin Islands. And the yellow-colored eagle holds a spring of laurel in one talon, which symbolizes victory. And the three blue arrows on the other talon represent the three major islands that make up the US Virgin Islands: St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John's. This is the United States Virgin Islands seal. The seal features three main islands: St. Croix, St. John's, and St. Thomas. The yellow circle border with the sentence Government of the United States Virgin Islands in black letters. The seal also contains United States flag and Denmark flag to symbolize the current and former status as a territory. On the center of the seal, banana quid, the island national bird, sitting proudly. A ribbon bearing the motto, United in Pride and Hope. This is the island motto. Now that you are introduced to the island, let's move on to
Geography.
Virgin's Island archipelago is located between Caribbean Sea and Atlantic Ocean just west of Puerto Rico. This archipelago is politically separated into three different groups. The dark blue area that you see in this image is British Virgin Island. The red islands are US Virgin Island, which we are going to look at today. And the green islands are called Spanish Island. But now those belong to Puerto Rico, another US territory. So they are also US, but they are administered under Puerto Rico. United States Virgin Islands are composed of over 50 islands. Three of them are St. Thomas, St. Croix, and St. John's, considered the main island. All three islands and the island called Water Island off of St. Thomas have permanent population. So only 4 islands are permanently populated. The total area of the United States Virgin Island is 346 square kilometers. This includes all the islands, including the small islands of the United States Virgin Island. The highest point is Crown Mountain at 474 meters high. The mountain is located in St. Thomas. The lowest point is Pacific Ocean at 0 meters. St. Croix is the biggest island in the United States Virgin Islands with the area of 214 square kilometers. It's about 35 kilometers long and 11 kilometers wide. This island is special for another reason. The eastmost point of the United States of America is St. Croix Point Udall. You see the structure. It is built to recognize that point. So this is the eastmost point of United States of America. St. Thomas Island is the second largest island of United States Virgin Islands with only 83 square kilometers. The capital, Charlotte Amalie, is located in St. Thomas Island. The island has numerous natural bays and harbors, including Megan's Bay, Great Bay, JC Bay, Long Bay, and Henrik Bay. Water Island off of the southern coast of St. Thomas is a very small island with only 2 square kilometers. It is one of the 4 inhabited islands. There is a ferry every 10 minutes between St. Thomas and Water Island. St. John is the third largest island of the United States Virgin Islands with the area of only 52 square kilometers. It is located just over 6 kilometers east of St. Thomas Island. 60% of this land is protected as a Virgin Island National Park. All the Virgin Islands are volcanic islands. Geologists believe the first volcano erupted on the ocean floor over 100 million years ago. And sometimes after, the ocean floor began to rise. And then even more volcanoes erupted, forming these large islands. Now that we looked at geography of these islands, let's look at
history.
Let's look at the island history briefly. The United States Virgin Islands were originally inhabited by Ciboney and Arawak people as far back as 3,000 years ago. Then Kalinago people came to the island in 14th century. Christopher Columbus discovered the islands in his second voyage in 1493. Spanish settlement arrived in 1555. English and French settlers arrived on St. Croix in 1625. Danish arrived and settled in St. Thomas in 1672 and St. John's in 1694. There was a period of dispute between Spain, France, Britain and Netherlands regarding the claim of these islands. Later, Danish purchased St. Croix from France in 1733. The islands became a Danish colony in 1754 and the islands were called Danish West Indies. The islands became a sugar plantation. Slaves from Africa were brought in to drive the island's economy during the 18th and early 19th century. During the 18th century, a sizable Jewish community also settled on the island. In the 19th century, plantations were no longer profitable due to slave rebellions. Danish abandoned their estate and went back to Denmark. The United States began to take interest in this island in 1867. At the time, Denmark wasn't interested in any negotiation with the US. During the early part of the World War I, US thought that these islands might be used as submarine bases by Germany and negotiated the deal with Denmark and purchased the island for $25 million worth of gold coins, which is closer to about $600 million in current value. The Treaty of the Danish West Indies was signed in 1960. The 1936 Organic Act paved the way to establish local government in the United States Virgin Islands. And in the 1970, Virgin Islanders elected their first governor to represent them in US Congress. This is the shortest version of the history of this island. Let's look at some interesting historical facts. Interesting fact about St. John's Island. In 1956, Lawrence Rockefeller donated 5,000 acres of his land to US government. His stipulation is that the land will not be developed further and it will be protected. So hence, the government made this Virgin Island National Park. Water Island off the coast of St. Thomas Island have a little bit of a different history. The island wasn't purchased from the Danish until 1944. US bought this for $10,000 to protect the St. Thomas Island submarine base in the World War II. US federal government owned this land and they transferred the ownership to the territories in 1996 for $25 million. It's the same amount the US government paid Denmark in the early 1900s for all the Virgin Islands except for the Water Island, of course. We will leave the history here and move on to
people and culture.
US Virgin Islanders are friendly, fun-loving and polite people. There are about 107,000 of them living in these islands. St. Thomas has about 52,000 people. St. Croix is 51,000 people. St. John's is home to 4,000 people. And Water Island has a little bit less than 200 people living on a permanent basis. Most of the islanders are descended from the slaves who were brought to work in the plantation. Blacks account for 76% of the population. Hispanic or Latinos represent 17%. White Caucasian represents 16%. Multiracial is about 2% and Asians 1% and all the other cultural people are only 5%. It is unfortunate that there are no native people living in these islands anymore. Soon after the European settlement started, they all died due to disease or extreme hard work in plantations. English is the official and dominant language. Spanish is spoken by about 17% of the population. You can still find some street names and surname in Danish language. Virgin Island English Creole is spoken in informal settings. Christianity is the dominant language of US Virgin Island. Nearly 95% of the population is Christians. Out of that, 65% of them are Protestant and 25% of them are Roman Catholic. St. Thomas Synagogue in Charlotte Amalie was built in 1833. It was the synagogue with the longest history of continuous use in the United States. There is only about 50 Jewish living in this island. US Virgin Island culture is a perfect mix of Caribbean and American. You will see American fast food chains like McDonald's and Subway next to local restaurants serving boiled fish. You can easily find grocery store selling all the American staples mixed with local food. California oranges, strawberries, and mangoes all live in the same aisle. Fashion include jeans and t-shirt and jerseys, polo shirts, and other Western style clothing that you would normally see in America. Music is a big part of US Virgin Islanders. On the radio, you can hear all sort of music, including calypso, reggae, American pop, salsa, blues, oldies, and rock and roll. Famous Virgin Island dishes include red pea soup made with red kidney beans, fish and fungi. This is very famous there. It's a stewed fish served with some kind of cornmeal. The cornmeal is called fungi. Roti. Roti is a little bit different than the roti that you imagine. That's an Indian roti. Here they make it, they stuff potatoes in meat filling and then wrap it like a burrito in a flatbread. And the dessert. Very famous one is rum cake. It is one of the most popular local dessert and it's what it sounds like. Cake soaked or topped with hefty dose of rum. Now the dessert is over. Let's go to
Government.
the US Virgin Islands are an organized, unincorporated territory of the United States. As such, the residents born in the island are US citizens. Similar to the other territories, they can't vote for their president. However, similar to other territories that we looked at, they can vote for the presidential primaries. US Virgin Islanders elect a delegate to represent them in US Congress. The delegate is able to vote on committees only, and he or she is not officially able to vote on the floor issues. Based on the Organic Act of 1936, the US Virgin Islanders elect a territorial government every 4 years as the leader of the local government. They also elect 15 senators. They serve 2-year term. The US Virgin Islands have a district court, Supreme Court and Superior Court. District Court is responsible for federal law, while the Superior Court is responsible for US Virgin Island law and Supreme Court is responsible for appeal from Superior Court. This is just a quick overview of the government. Let's move on to
Economy.
United States Virgin Islands use United States dollar as their currency. Their GDP is about 4.6 billion and the GDP per capita is $36,350. Tourism is the island's biggest industry, contributing to over 60% of the GDP. On a good year, some 3 million people, mostly from cruise ships, visit the island. Other service industries related to tourism and financial services contribute closer to 20% of the GDP. Other manufacturing industries such as rum making, construction, pharmaceutical and electronics contribute to just over 10% of the GDP. Agriculture sector is very small and it's only account for 2% of the GDP. Most food are imported. They grow some fruits and vegetable grain and raise cattle for local use only. 80% of the island employment come from service. 19% come from manufacturing and agriculture count for only 1% of total employment. Unemployment rate tops 10%. Almost 1/3 of the population live in poverty. US Virgin Islands import most of the food, consumer goods and building material needed for the citizens. There is a huge concern about the debt in the island. In terms of the debt load on a per capita basis, it is extremely high. The territory's debt is over $2 billion. Hurricane Irma and Maria caused extensive damage to the island, and it expected to cost $7 billion to rebuild it. I just want to make a note. All these stats mentioned here are pre-COVID-19. Most of the numbers are from 2018. After the COVID-19 pandemic, I believe the numbers are unfortunately going to get worse. We will wait and see. It's going to take some time for Virgin Islands to bounce back. With that said, let's move on.
Climate.
The climate of the US Virgin Islands is tropical, warm all year round, with a nice breeze coming from the ocean and the Caribbean Sea. The island's cooler periods are from December to April, with the average high reaching about 28-29 degrees Celsius, and the hotter and humid periods are from May to November, with an average high about 31-32 degrees Celsius. However, the heat is not that bad because of the breeze. There is relatively dry season from January to April, and the rainy seasons are from May to December. Usually June and July get a lot of rain, and the rainfall rate is about 1000 to 1200 millimeters per year. Tropical hurricane season are from June to November, with August to October being high risk. In September 2017, two hurricanes, Maria and Irma, devastated the islands. This is a great example of how bad the hurricane could be. But don't be afraid, this only happened during the hurricane season. The best time to visit the island is from December to April, based on the weather, of course. Thank you for watching all this way. As a bonus, I am going to talk about 3 interesting facts about United States Virgin Islands. One of the most popular tourist attraction in Charlotte Amalie is a cylindrical stone fort known as Blackbeard Castle. Despite the name and local lore, there is no evidence that pirate Blackbeard ever stepped in this building. Danish soldiers built this building in 1679, but somehow it got a name that it's Blackbeard Castle. Bioluminescence is a rare phenomenon. It's caused by the blooming of millions of tiny plankton. Condition has to be just right for the best view. But you can have one of the best view in the world at Salt River Bay in St. Croix. Every March 31st, US Virgin Islanders celebrate Transfer Day to mark the transfer from Danish to American authority. Transfer Day festivities typically include lowering the Danish flag and raising the United States flag, along with serving both Danish and American dishes. Thank you for watching. Did you learn something new about United States Virgin Islands? Please let us know in the comment. And if you ever want to visit any other Caribbean island, this is probably one of the best to go. Definitely one of the safest. And you can explore on your own. You don't have to wait for the tourist company and you don't need to go with the other people. You can just drive around and explore. And I want to caution, this is not one of the cheapest. This is one of the expensive islands, but I think it's worth the money. Thank you for watching again. Please don't forget to subscribe and smash the notification button, comment and share. Bye guys. Keep it safe. See you with the next video.